Day 2 of the Central European Rally and another 6 stages on today's diary. Unlike yesterday's carnage, the roads this morning were, for the most part, dry. And for Kalle Rovanperä, leading by 36.4 seconds, this was a good thing. Now running last car on the road, less wet mud is pulled out by the cars ahead, and therefore there's less grip disadvantage for the Finn. The opening stage this morning, though, was won by Elfyn Evans. The Welshman, currently down in 3rd overall, has a big day ahead of him if he's to keep his championship hopes alive. He needs to reel in Thierry Neuville and then get stuck into catching Rovanperä.
Yeah, like always in these conditions, it's always bits you can do better, you know, but yeah, it was okay.
After a puncture yesterday, Sébastien Ogier was feeling rejuvenated this morning, and the Frenchman immediately got his head down to pass Takamoto Katsuta and climb back into the top 5.
Well, I don't know. It's still not a great stage for me, I believe, but it's okay. It's still getting quickly dirty after a few cars, so we try to get a decent rhythm.
Stage 10 now, and Rovanperä perhaps starting to feel the pressure. The splits looked good, right up until he lost the car under braking, tipping him into a spin. Fortunately, just time was dropped and no damage. His lead, though, sliced to just 10.9 seconds over Neuville, with Evans just over 13 further back.
Yeah, I just had a speed in one slippy braking, which was much more slippier than I expected. It's definitely tricky to know where the guys pull the turn on the road, so yeah, it was. I was just not so cautious in this one place. It's a lot of on the road. It's what it is.
But he needn't have worried. Stage 11 and everything was about to change. Elfyn Evans had to take risks, but sadly took one too many. The back of the car let him go through this left-hander, and he couldn't get the front pointed the right way into the following right-hander. His Toyota ended up in a local farmer's barn. His day was done. Rovanperä got the news from the team and instantly went into cruise mode, so much so that he went a full 22 seconds slower than Neuville to lose the lead of the rally. The championship, though, well, that was his, if he can get it to the end of the event.
Yeah, now the goal is a bit different. We just try to finish with some good points. Yeah, we also had our moment on the previous days, but we kept it together, and let's try to finish it now.
Up front and now leading by 11.1 seconds going into the midday break, Hyundai's Thierry Neuville.
I mean, obviously disappointed for Elfyn. His championship's hopes obviously gone now, but that's rallying. Yeah, very tricky stage, very tricky stage. Probably the most demanding of the loop. We did what we could. We just had a bit of a surprise because we didn't get any warning from the team that Elfyn went off. So when I arrived there at the fast corner on the braking, I really was surprised, and yeah, bit of a shock.
As the crews headed into the afternoon loop, it had now dawned on Rovanperä that just a rally finish was standing between himself and his second driver's title. He just needed to stay on the road, backing right off to go 4th fastest through stage 12 and 6th fastest through stage 13. Meanwhile, 52 seconds behind Rovanperä in 3rd place came Ott Tänak in the M Sport Puma. The Estonian, who is making his way back to Hyundai in 2024, was sat in no man's land, not able to catch the leading two ahead of him, but also 52 seconds clear of Sébastien Ogier in 4th, with Takamoto Katsuta in 5th.
Yeah, I had okay feeling. I tried a bit more, so yeah, by the quite okay stage.
As the final stage of the day dawned, Thierry Neuville sent his Hyundai i20 into the darkness. He continued on his charge to lead the rally overnight by 26.2 seconds.
You know, it was probably the most enjoyable stage for me this weekend. I like driving in the dark, and this was fun. Obviously, it's a very tricky stage, so I didn't push too much. I just took it carefully. Basically all afternoon, tried to manage the gap, and yeah, I'm happy to be at the finish of the day, being in the lead of the rally. So we are following our target.
The big news of the day, Elfyn Evans retiring, but it's not over yet. Rovanperä still has to get his Toyota to the finish tomorrow before he can start any celebrations.
Maybe a bit. Yeah, I just wanted to end the day with somehow good feeling, so I tried to drive a bit. It's good to be at the finish of the day. It's tough out there. I think this is the most difficult tarmac rally conditions I've ever seen. I don't know even if you can call it tarmac on this stage, but anyway, it's good to be in this position, and let's try to finish the job tomorrow.
The WRC has seen plenty of heartbreak at the final hour in the past. Don't think it won't happen again. 4 more stages to run tomorrow. Will it end with the World Championship wrapped up?